Okay folks, I'm going to just show you how to use the snaps tool today. I'm going to start off and I'm going to switch on the grid lock, and also I'm going to set the grid line settings to 6x6. The step spacing I've already done 6x6 as well. This is because the MDF that we're using today is that we're laser cutting it in 6mm MDF. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shape of the castellation here for the comb joint of my box. I'm going to select that, I'm going to use the copy box down there, and then basically I'm going to use on the left menu the move or copy the selected objects, and then I'm going to use the attach. I'm going to switch off the grid now, use the attach, which is the box with the dot in the middle. Okay, I'm going to join those two. I'm going to select it again, I'm going to do that again, copy that, I'm going to use the move tool again, select those, and I'm just going to join the bottom, the bottom bit to the top bit there. Right, I'm going to select this whole thing, right, and what I'm going to do from the top of it actually is I'm going to draw a line across, use this line tool, and this is called a radial lock, so this draws in straight 45 and 90-degree lines. I'm going to select that top line, go to property, which is a box down here, and change that to 45 because I'm going to make the entire line 90. You'll see what I'm doing here. Select the whole thing. I've got my radial lock and my step lock, my radial lock and my attach or my snap still on, and I'm going to change this now to mirroring the image, and it gives me the option to repeat, which is what I'm going to do from there around that axis, and there you have a symmetrical sort of drawn shape. I'm going to draw another line from here. I'm going to then select this line and I'm going to change that measurement to 25 just to make it sort of like so that it's got different sizes. I'm going to select this again, going to mirror it again around this point here. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to do is switch off that radial lock and I'm going to just draw a line along from there to there. Right, so that's two sides of my box done already, nice and quick, not using too many it's not too difficult to do. Just going to place it down there. And what I'm going to do next is I am going to be drawing this base here, which I've already drawn on the other one, and I'm just going to show you ways of doing this. So I'm going to use the attach or snap tool, draw along there, and what I'm going to do is now I'm going to switch on the radial lock. I'm going to snap, well actually I need to just snap to this corner here and then switch on the radial lock again, draw down from there, and I'm just going to find another place here, it doesn't matter where, and I'm going to draw down to there as well. Okay, brilliant. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of measurement on this. I'm going to snap and I'm going to go across. Now if you remember, that line was 45 and I'm going to make that line at 45 again, and that's just my midpoint. So I'm using that as sort of a construction line, if you like. Alright, so we are ready to mirror this. Alright, but I think I'll just clean this up a little bit before I mirror it. Save me a little bit of time with deleting things afterwards. Obviously sometimes you over delete things, so I'll just replace that while I can. Alright, great. Okay. Also down this way I'm just going to go down off of here. Well, in actual fact I want to delete this away as well, and I want to actually draw down 12 from here. I'm going to actually go a little bit further before I mirror things. Step lock, draw a line down. That's actually going to be 12 because I'm going kind of across and double. So 12, update, OK. And I'm going to draw across here. You don't need to measure, you can kind of use this edge here as a guide. So I'm just going to do that. And between that and that, I'm going to just attach again to that point there. Use a radial lock, go across. And I'm going to delete this away here, delete that away there, delete that away there, because remember the red line is a cut line. Now I just want to remember how much was this again. This was 25, but I want to just make sure that I'm measuring the right amount across. The bit inside, this is going to be going inside of this. So that is 38. So half of 38 is 15 plus 4, so that's going to be 19. This line here needs to be 19. It's going to be half of that 38. Okay, update. So I think we're ready to start to mirror this. So I'm going to take that hole. I want to actually just select this. I'm going to use the shift button to select just what I want, which is this. So I'm going to mirror this, repeat. I want to switch on the radial lock here, but first of all I want to attach there, switch on the radial lock afterwards, and now repeat there. Brilliant. Okay, switch off the radial lock. I want to switch on there, go there, repeat. Nice. Okay. I'm going to switch on the radial lock. I'm going to switch it off. I'm going to switch it on here. Let's see what happens. See if I can get it to repeat around there as well. I know it didn't work that time. Okay, but I can get this to repeat around here. So let's do that. So I'm just going to use the mirror again, repeat, and I'll just attach and radial lock. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Now, this isn't complete, and some people might have a slightly different way of doing this. I'm just going to complete this off by drawing those two lines there. By drawing those two lines across there. And I can see what's happened down here. Actually, I've gone a bit too far. So what I want to do is, I think I'm just actually going to redraw this little bit here. And I think what I'll do is I think I'm just going to mirror that actually. Just delete away this. Yeah. Just delete that away. And that. Okay, brilliant. So all I want is this bit here to be repeated. So I'm just going to select this. And we're just going to mirror it. And we're just going to repeat it around there. We need to switch on the radial lock again. There we go. And then we just close that off and delete that away. And that's my base. Right, so, sorry, a little bit of a sort of round the houses way of doing the base. But now we've done this, we can just select everything and we can just copy it. Okay, now what you can do is you can just select the bits that you want to copy, and you can use the mirror again. You could select, you know, sort of like you can switch this off. You want to mirror it around here, should be okay. There we go. All right, so that's how you create a box with a base. You could, in theory, kind of put these holes right at the top of the line as well to put a lid on it. With using the snap or the attach, radial lock, mirror, and move and copy. I hope that's been helpful. Thank you.